Hey dudes, what's up? So Joey here. I'm at work right now. I'm getting ready to go in here, so I got about 15 minutes before I get started. And I wanted to do a quick review of a book trilogy that I just finished up. And the book is called Across the Universe by Beth Revis. And I thought it was really good. Normally, I love sci-fi, but normally I'm not into the whole young adult sci-fi love story books, but this, it really blew me away, man. I thought it was really good. I thought it was really well written. I didn't actually read it. I listened to the audiobook. So I listened to all three of the audiobooks actually. And what it's about is it follows this girl named Amy, and I think she's around 16 years old. Her parents are scientists, and they're going to be frozen on a spaceship, and it's going to take 300 years to get to this new Earth. And she, has the decision to either get frozen and go with them or stay behind and never see her parents again. So ultimately, okay, let me go ahead and say spoiler alert, but ultimately she decides to get frozen with them and travel to this new Earth, which takes like 300 years. So she gets frozen, and then it also follows another guy named Elder. It'll go chapter Amy, chapter Elder, chapter Amy, chapter Elder. And I named my cat after this guy, Elder, so I got a cat named Elder now. But anyways, it's pretty awesome. I really liked Elder's parts better than Amy's. But what I really liked about it is because, they could be having like the same conversation with each other, and you'll hear Amy's perspective and then you'll hear Elder's perspective. So it's pretty cool. And but what happens is she ends up getting woken up like 50 years early, and it was because of malfunction or whatever. And so she meets these people on the ship because not only were the scientists going to the planet frozen on the ship, but there were workers on the ship. It's a generation ship, so like 300 years, long time. Well, they've developed this whole Lord of the Flies system because apparently there was some sort of plague that almost wiped everyone out. They had to like regrow their numbers, and anyways, they call it the eldest system. And there's one guy named Eldest that's the leader. And the way the setup works is like, he was born in the off year, so he's like the oldest guy. And long story short, Elder is going to be the next eldest, so he will eventually be in charge of the ship. And like I said, Amy's woken up like 50 years earlier. Her parents and the rest of the scientists, they're still frozen. And so the ship that they're on is called Godspeed, and they're trying to get to this Earth. Well, a lot of them are never going to see it in their lifetime, and there's a big bunch of fucking conspiracies going on in this book. So like, Elder is told by Eldest, who's training him to be the leader of the ship, along with everyone else, they're told that they're supposed to arrive in 25 years to the planet. Well, he tells them it's actually going to be 75 years, that the engine is losing power, which it turns out to be a lie. And I'm going to kind of skip the whole series and basically get to the ending, so I hope you guys are ready for that. But what happens is it's full of lies. Like, you can't believe shit Eldest says. He's like a big liar, and I don't even think he knows at this point, because the first eldest or the plague eldest or one of the eldest ended up lying to them. But if you get past all the lies and bullshit, what's actually going on is they're actually already at the planet, and they don't land because of all this monsters or whatever's on the planet. But I don't know, it's really cool though. If you guys check it out, I think you'll really like it. I wanted to go ahead and do this video on it because I did finish all three books, and I've probably been through 10 books in the last 2 months, so I've got a shit ton of reviews that I got to get done. But I definitely wanted to go ahead and get this done, put it on the list, because it is really awesome. So if you guys get a chance, check out Across the Universe by Beth Revis. It's pretty fucking cool. You won't be disappointed at all. If you like love stories, you'll like it. If you like sci-fi, you'll like it. If you like just young adult books in general, it's definitely one of my favorites this year. It's not as good as 1,000 Pieces of You, but it is a close second. And there's a few other books that I got to get into and do reviews for. Still waiting on Future Shock #3. So until that book comes out, I'm going to be going through many different books. the girl that did the audio or the narration on 1,000 Pieces of You did the narration on a book I read, well, listened to over the last 2 days, and I forget the name of it. It was called something like what was that thing called? It was about a chick who apparently had been taken and abducted by aliens, because she wakes up and doesn't know like where, well, she knows who she is or whatever, but she doesn't know what the hell happened. She thinks she's been asleep for like a night, and it turns out she's been gone like 5 years. And I forget the name of that, but I'll do a review on it probably tomorrow. I want to get into it and start telling you guys what I think about it, but I don't know. I'll save that for the review. This video is about Across the Universe. I definitely recommend it, so go check it out, dudes. I gotta get my ass in here and work. See you guys tomorrow.